Hi everybody, it's Katie Snyder at the Museum of the Grand Prairie in the Champaign County Forest Preserve District, and I'm here in our new exhibit, How Long Must Women Wait? Women's Suffrage and Women's Rights in Champaign County. And I'm here today to read you this story, and this story is called Dolores Huerta, A Hero to Migrant Workers by Sarah Warren, illustrated by Robert Casilla. And the reason I wanted to read this story today is we are coming up on Welcoming Week next week. And for Welcoming Week this year, we will have some videos welcoming you to all the fun things you can do when you come visit here at Museum of the Grand Prairie. And we will have those videos in Spanish and in French and in English. But I wanted to read this book because I think it goes really well with Welcoming Week because it talks about a woman, Dolores Huerta, who is still alive today. She's 90 years old now, and she's still alive today, and she's doing the work of being a friend and welcoming newcomers to our country. She was born in 1930 in the United States in New Mexico, and she's worked all her life for civil rights and for civil rights of farm workers. So, Dolores Huerta. This is Dolores. Dolores is a teacher, but her students are too hungry to listen. They are too sick to play. They have no shoes to wear at recess. Dolores is a detective. She follows the kids home. She talks to the moms about kids feeling hungry and sick. She talks to the dads about why children don't have shoes. The parents say their bosses don't pay them enough for good food or new clothes or a visit to the doctor. These parents work hard. They pick grapes all morning. They pick grapes all afternoon. They pick grapes until night, but they are paid too little, and shoes cost too much. You can't afford shoes for the pay that they get. Dolores is a friend. The farm workers tell her their troubles. They don't get fresh water. They don't get bathroom breaks. Their hard work is worth more than what they are paid. Friends look out for each other, so Dolores decides to take a stand. You'll probably hear some people in the background because the museum is open now, guys. You have to sign up before you come in, but it's open. Dolores is a warrior. She walks right up to the bosses. She asks them to give the workers rest breaks and to let them stay home when they are sick. She asks each boss to pay the workers enough money for shoes and books and medicine. They say no. The bosses say that if they give the workers more money, they will have to raise the price of the grapes and nobody will buy them. This excuse is not good enough. The kids still need food. The kids still need medicine. The kids still need shoes. Dolores is an organizer. She asks the people to strike. They will not work until the bosses start to listen. Instead of picking grapes, the workers stand outside the farms. They shout. They sing. They write strike. Yes, it can be done on signs they hold up high. And when I was a little girl, I remember these strikes going on. I'm old enough to remember this. And I remember that my dad was in a union and my mom said we were not buying grapes and we were not eating grapes until the workers were paid what they needed to be paid, fair wage. Dolores is a storyteller. When the bosses won't change their minds, she tells stories that show why the farms are not healthy places to work. She tells shoppers, she tells crowds, she tells television reporters. She tells senators, mayors, and governors. Many people listen, but some people don't. Dolores is a peacemaker. She doesn't use violence to make the bosses pay attention. She grabs them with her words. She encourages the workers to use their voices too, until the bosses learn how to be fair. She doesn't give up, does she? Dolores is a mother. Changing the bosses' minds takes a long time, and she misses her kids. The mothers and fathers on strike miss their kids too. While some workers argue with the bosses, others watch the children play and keep them safe. So while some people were on the picket lines or talking to the bosses, other people were taking care of the children. Dolores is a woman. Some people think she should quiet down and let the men do the talking. Dolores just gets louder. She asks other women to speak up too. Their voices rise up together, booming over the farm, roaring into the city, and rumbling across the country. So all the women came together, didn't they? Dolores is a fortune teller. She predicts the future. She tells the bosses that if they don't pay the workers well for their hard work, the workers will stop picking the grapes, and the grapes will rot. She tells the bosses that if people hear workers are mistreated, nobody will buy the grapes. I know that was true in my family. All of Dolores' predictions start coming true. The farms become empty. The grapes are left on the vines. Nobody will pick them, and nobody will buy them. Finally, the strikes begin to work. The bosses tell the workers that if they come back, they can take rest breaks. The bosses will raise their pay. The workers will get money to buy food, medicine, and shoes for their children. The workers are happy. But Dolores is not finished. Dolores is a hunter. She hunts for other bosses who need to take better care of their workers. Dolores tells them to listen or else. She's not done with just that one, is she? Dolores is a teacher. She teaches people how to work as a team. She teaches people how to take care of each other. And this is Dolores. So she started out as a teacher in a classroom. Then she got into working for people's rights, and she became an activist. And lots of times an activist is another way of teaching, isn't it? So in 2003, she launched the Dolores Huerta Foundation, and that foundation trains activists to continue Dolores' fight for fair and safe workplaces. So not just in these fields, but all over. And like I said, she's still alive today. So that's pretty cool. Dolores started out being just a person in a classroom. I was a person in a classroom. Maybe some of you are kids in classrooms. Maybe some of you are teachers in classrooms. But she found something that she really believed in, that she really wanted to fight for. And this is just another example how anybody and everybody can be an activist. Okay, friends, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.